This is a quick unboxing, first impression, and heat distribution test of the new Char-Griller Gravity Fed 980 charcoal grill. Let me start off by stating the package of the 980 was impressive to say the least. I purchased this from Lowe's unassembled. The box is just over 250 pounds and I removed each individual piece from my truck bed. I then used the truck bed to assemble the legs to the main body before moving it to the garage floor. Overall, the assembly was fairly straightforward. I did find an error in the instructions. The instructions contradicted themselves. On step 8A, use washer N rather than washer G. The assembly required little tools. I used a 1/4 impact with a Phillips head, a short Phillips head screwdriver for those tighter areas. The bolts can be tightened with a Phillips head or a size 11 socket. I found the socket would leave some slight tool marks on the finish, so I continued the rest of the project with the impact and Phillips head. The majority of the assembly time was devoted to unpacking, to be honest. The amount of packing material that this box came with was astronomical. This is an initial review and time will determine the build quality. The build quality seems very clean and everything fit together extremely nicely. The grill control knob has a clean audible click. The button seems standard and I have a feeling they will need some protection from the Arizona sun where I live. The 980 has a rear adjustable vent heat diffuser that also acts as a grease guard to prevent grease from getting into the manifold. It also has real fire brick in the removable steel coated charcoal chute. The plug for the 980 is a simple 2-prong plug, nothing special in my opinion. When I was seasoning the grill, I placed the integrated meat probe on the top back right rack and another meat probe on the bottom front. Once the 980 reached temperature, the readings were fairly close. The next day, I decided to do a heat distribution test using biscuits. I used straight El Diablo chunk charcoal and lit the grill. I reached my set temperature of 375 degrees in less than 4 minutes. I placed 10 biscuits on the bottom rack and 6 on the top rack to get decent coverage. I cooked these for about 13 minutes. I don't think you can ask for much better heat distribution than that. The one and only hot spot was near the heat source in the bottom rack. The top rack biscuits were ever so slightly less cooked than the rest of the bottom biscuits. Overall, I was impressed and forgot how good these biscuits can be. The Char-Griller Gravity Fed 980 Charcoal Grill app is simple and in my opinion does just enough. You can set the grill temp, probe temp, and timer. The timer goes up to 24 hours. I was easily able to set up Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connections. My grill is located a fair distance away from the house. Bluetooth reaches a few feet inside my brick home, but I've been using the Wi-Fi connection with no issues. The app also has a time-lapse history tracker. You can select a date and zoom in, and when you zoom in too far, it looks like quality assurance missed the error message in a foreign language. Settings are simple, and you can even name your grill.